Let's start off by grabbing ourselves the first task. Let's see what it's going to be. Alright, 76 ogres. That's actually not that bad of a task, but I can't really melee these because they're just gonna destroy me, so I'm just going to go and range them a bit. Ogre Slayer assignment is not complete. I managed to give myself a few Slayer levels. Currently now I'm 54 XP away from another Slayer level. Also managed to give myself a range level and some low level seeds. Got myself a few limpet seeds, got 12 flax seeds, a few watermelon seeds, as well as an adventure seed. So let's go grab a new assignment. Now my next assignment that I got was to kill 75 heal chance, but I decided to leave that for later on, and what I wanted to do now is to FK these kills roots for quite a while, because I want to try to get myself to level 37 Herblore as soon as possible, so I can start making myself prayer potions, which are going to be really useful. Currently right now I have about almost like 80 dragon bones in the bank, so if I do a bunch of quests that allows me to use the extra Funtus, I should probably give myself at least a level 43 prayer. If not, I'll just go a little bit more green dragons and I'll just finish that off. Now the reason why I want to AFK these is not just for herbs, but also for Laurels, because they drop Laurels quite often, and I really need those, as well as they drop Mithril bolts that are going to be quite useful for later on. So I'll see you guys in about like 2 to 3 hours. And there's level 50 defense, which means that I can now wear granites as soon as I unlock all the previous armors. Just finished up camping cash roots for about 3 to 4 hours, managed to get myself a decent amount of herbs. It's not as much as I expected, to be honest, but I did manage to get myself a decent amount of rain of herbs and some higher level herbs as well. Managed to get myself a ton of guams, a bunch of taro omens, marintils, so this is definitely going to give me a decent amount of herblore levels. Now let's get back to working on herblore. First of all, I'm going to start and go get myself some unicorn horn dust. After that, I'm going to be getting myself some ashes to be able to start using up the Taroman potions. And then after that, I'm going to get myself some more Eye of Newts. Not really sure how long it's actually going to take me to get them, because they're pretty difficult to get, but it should probably take me a few hours to get all of the Eye of Newts. Alright, so let's continue working on Herblore, and I'll see you guys once I get all the secondaries. Just finished up getting myself all the ashes. Now I decided not to get any of the Eye of Newts simply because of how long it actually takes to get them, and I really don't think it's actually worth spending all that time for it. So I'm just going to be using up all of the horn dust that I got, as well as some ashes, and then we'll probably get till maybe level like 25, maybe a little bit more than that, and then after that we'll see what other potions we can start making. Level 24 Herblore is going to be the level that I'm going to be stopping right now, because I completely forgot that I need to start the Shades of Morton quest to be able to start making myself, I think it's called Serum 207 or something like that. So that's pretty much the potions that I have saved up. It's going to be the German potions, and I need ashes to make those. So what I'm going to do now to be able to start doing the Shades of Morton quest is I'm going to need to complete the Priest and Pearl quest to be able to have access to go to that place. So let's begin working on all those quests. Priest and Pearl quest is not complete, so now that I completed this quest, I'm going to have access to be able to start the Shades of Morton quest. Also got myself a level 31 prayer. Now since I'm already in Martini, I've decided to use up all of the small amount of dragon bones that I've been saving up. Currently right now I have 78 dragon bones. I'm not really sure if this is going to get me to level 43, but I'm pretty sure I'll get at least level 40, so I'll see you guys once I use up everything. After using up all the dragon bones, I ended up with level 43 prayer, which isn't too bad. I managed to unlock a ton of different prayers, including protect from magic as well as range. Also, now that I got level 40 prayer, I can now wear the vestment miters as well as cloaks. Now that I've used up all the dragon bones, next up let's go start the Shades of Morton quest and unlock the ability to be able to make Serum 207 potions. Not too bad, managed to get myself all the way to level 28 Herblore, and I did not actually use up any of the guams, which will probably get me to level 30. Now throughout getting all those levels, I unlocked a ton of different things, for example like the energy potions, as well as I unlocked stat restore potions over here at level 22, but this is actually going to be a waste to make right now because red spider eggs are almost impossible for me to obtain aside from getting it from drops. Now the easiest way to get them from drops is going to be by killing Venenatus, and that's going to be a long time from here. Also managed to unlock a ton of different things, like I said, like energy potions, but I'm not really sure how I'm going to obtain chocolate dust aside without getting actually the drop for it. So I'm going to have to look that up a bit, and defense potions are going to be a big waste to use because I'm not using a brainers. So overall this is useless. I'm definitely going to make these later on once I get higher level. Now I would like to save my Highlanders to make some combat potions because this is an attack and strength potions in one, which is actually pretty nice. Before I get back to Slayer, what I would like to do is to finish off level 43 prayer, so I don't have to worry about that later on. Now I have about 12k more prayer experience left to get, which is roughly about 42 dragon bones, which is not going to take long at all to get. So let's go get that and finish off level 43 prayer. That is what I'm talking about, guys. The level 43 prayer has finally now been achieved, and I can now use protect for melee, which is going to be so helpful for a lot of things. During the process of training Herblore as well as prayer, I managed to get myself to level 66 combat, which is only 4 more combats away from being able to use the Shelter Slayer Master, which is going to be much better to use than Vonica. Now, from all of the bones that I've used up, I managed to collect myself about 586 extra tokens, and it's actually going to be a decent amount for later on in the future when I'm going to get myself the Bone Crusher. This is going to give me a ton of charges. Now that I worked a bit on scaling, let's get back to Slayer and finish off the Hill Giant task. 34 Slayer, coming in, let's see if we unlocked anything. Nothing. Just finished up doing the Hill Giant task. After the task I ended up with level 34 Slayer and about 800 XP from level 35. Now at level 35 I unlock Wall Beasts, but the thing is I completely forgot that I'm going to need to get myself a spiny helm to be able to actually kill those, which is quite upsetting. I was really hoping that I can get myself a Mithril Mad Helm or a full helm from them, which means that now that I can't really kill the Wall Beast, I'm going to have to kill more Vampire Juvenids to get myself a helmet from them. Now after doing a little bit of research, it seems that the Vampire Juvenids aren't too tough to kill, at least the lower level ones. I believe the lowest level that I can kill is going to be level 50 combat, and I think the highest that they hit is about 5 damage. Now, of course, there's going to be higher level ones, but that's not the hardest part. The hardest part is that I'm going to have to kill him with the Silver Sickle, which I'm pretty sure it's really weak. It's probably as strong as the Steel Scimitar, maybe even weaker than that. So that's pretty much going to be a problem. Let's hope that it doesn't take me too long to get myself a helmet and legs. Now, they also give Mithril Chain Bodies, but I don't really have to get it from them because I can just get those from Harpy Bug Swarms, or I can get them from Pyre Feet. For my next assignments, I got myself 63 Hobgoblins, actually a pretty good task. I can get myself some more Limp Roots. There's level 35 Slayer, which means that I can now kill Wall Beasts. Now that I completed the Hobgoblin task, I decided that I'm going to be upgrading my weapon now. Now the weapon that I'm going to be getting is going to be the Iron Staff. To get that, I'm going to be doing a ton of different quests, so let's begin working on that. There's the Plague City quest complete, which now allows us the ability to be able to teleport to Ardoin, which is really nice. So let's move on to the second quest, which is going to be the Biohazard quest. And the Biohazard quest is now complete as well. Next up, let's start completing everyone's favorite quest, which is going to be the Underground Pass. I'm sure we can all agree that we all love seeing this pop up over here after we complete the quest, which means that I've now completed the Underground Pass quest, which gives me access to be able to start using the Iron Staff, which is going to be a great weapon to use, not only for melee but also for mage. And this is going to be a great weapon that I can use to start killing the Crazy Archaeologist as well as Barrow Brothers. Now that I got myself one of the first quest reward weaponry, what I would like to do is to take this time to pretty much talk about a bit more in depth on how I'll be able to use these weapons, or even if I'll be able to use them at all. So the only way I'm allowed to be able to use the quest reward weapons or armor is if I can get those quest reward armor or weapons by a drop during the quest or after the quest. Now the cool thing about this Iron Staff is that you can actually get it as a drop. Now one of the only ways to get it as a drop is to first drop the staff that I got after the quest. If I don't do that, then I won't be able to get it as a drop at all, and I won't be able to use it, which means that if I drop the staff right now, I can go back to Underground Pass and I can kill one of the Zamrock followers that are located right by Ivan, and they have 100% drop rates to be able to staff an Ivan staff, which is really good because that means that I can actually use this staff as soon as I get it from a drop from them. Let's say for example I want to use a Dragon Dagger as well as a Dragon Scimitar. Once I complete both of the quests needed for them, the only way I'll be able to do it is once I complete the quest, I'll have to also get those items as a drop. Once I get them as a drop, then I'm allowed to use those weapons to be able to train, which means that I can complete any of the quests that I want, of course, but if the items that are locked after completing a certain quest cannot be obtained from a drop, then I won't be able to use them at all. That is pretty much going to be the plan that I have for the quest related items. This is what I'm going to be sticking to throughout my series. My next thing that I'm going to be working on right now is going to be getting myself 200k to be able to go and unlock this Iron staff. What I'm going to be doing to get myself 200k is I'm going to be doing some fletching and getting myself a bunch of maple longbows, and then I'm going to be allocating a bunch of them for some money. Currently right now I have about 285 nature runes, which should probably get me around like 70% of the money, and then I'm just going to go get myself some more nature runes. Now currently right now I have about 1,300 willow logs, which I was cutting while I was AFKing, so I'm not really sure if that's going to be enough till 55, so let's check it out. So currently now I have about 50 fletching, and it's probably going to need maybe around like a few k willow logs to get it. There's level 55 fletching, so let's start chopping a bunch of maple logs. All the bow strings as well as the bows have now been crafted, so let's string all of these and then alchemy for 200k coins. I can't believe that I actually forgot that I don't have 55 magic to be able to high alch. I got all excited thinking I'm about to grab all the bows that I fletched, high alch all of those and go unlock my Iron staff, but nope, I gotta trade more magic. To finish off 55 magic, I've decided that I'm going to go back to mining myself a bunch of more pure essence, and then I'm going to grab myself some more mine runes as well as air runes, then I'll just fire strike to level 55 magic. Now, I also wanted to talk about another topic that viewers started talking about while I'm working on mining myself some essence. Something that I've started noticing in the comments that is being asked more and more frequently is that, let's say for example, why are you wearing a mithril kite shields? I thought you're supposed to unlock a full set before you're able to use any of that set's pieces. Now that's actually true and not true at the same time. I do have a full set restriction, but it does not apply to any of the armors aside from Barrow's armors, as well as any items that you get from Clue Scroll rewards, which means that, let's say for example, if I want to wear an adamant helm as well as an adamant kite shield, all I have to do is to unlock all the previous armors, mithril and below. Once I have that, then I can start wearing any of the adamant pieces, and then it just goes up from there all the way to Barrows. Alrighty, 2k essence is definitely going to be enough to finish off 55 magic, so let's get rune crafting. 44 rune crafting, awesome. Let's see what we unlocked. And that is of course going to be the ability to craft nature runes. Great. I actually really need to craft some nature runes to finish off alching the maple longbows, so we'll do that after I finish rune crafting all the runes. Just finished up rune crafting the last batch of air runes, and I now have myself about 2.5k cast to use, which is definitely going to be enough to get 55 magic. Now I'm not really sure what I should do to finish off 55 magic. I was first thinking about killing fire giants, but there's really no point of that because the Iron staff is going to be much better than the rune scimitar. Let's see, Calphite Guardians are pretty much useless now. I already got the majority of the drops. I'm thinking, what if I do actually some Slayer assignments with Mage? It's not gonna be that fast, but it doesn't really matter. Might as well make it a little bit more efficient. So let's go grab a new assignment. Let's see what I'm going to have to kill for my next Slayer assignment. I'm going to guess that I'm going to probably have to kill something in the Slayer Tower. Let's check it out. Alright, 70 wolves. That's actually not that bad of a task. I'm gonna go and find a high level wolf that I can save spot, and then we'll start doing the task. Alright, so this is definitely going to be one of the best places that I can use to kill wolves. Let's start working on the task. Wolf task is now complete. I managed to give myself a few Slayer levels during the task, as well as 2 magic levels, which is pretty nice. Currently now I'm about, let's see, 10k away from level 55, so I'm going to go grab a new assignment right now and let's see what it's going to be. And there we go guys, there's level 55 magic, which unlocks high alchemy, which is going to be very useful to use. Alright, so now that I got myself level 55 magic, let's go and start rune crafting the rest of the nature runes that I need, and then after that we'll begin on high alching all the maple longbows. After a bit of skilling, I finally managed to save up 200k, which is going to be the amount that I need, so let's go get that Iron staff drop. There's the Iron staff drop, so let's pick it up, go repair it, and then after that I can start using it. Once again, I got the Iron staff back, but this time I can actually have the ability to be able to use it, which is really nice. This is going to be great to use for a bunch of things. Alright, let's go grab the next Slayer assignment. 38 Slayer, nice. Let's see if we unlock anything. Nothing. My next Slayer assignment is going to be to kill 68 cockatrices, which is actually a pretty good task. Hopefully I can get myself some more clue scrolls. And the task is now complete. Managed to get myself 1 Slayer level during the task. Also managed to get myself a bunch of limp roots, which would be pretty nice. A herb and some natures, which is not too bad. 112 blue dragons. That's actually a really good task. I can get myself some blue dragon hides, which I can use later on, as well as I can get myself a bunch of dragon bones. Now the thing about this task is that I can't melee it at all because my level is just too low. I also can't really range because I don't really have any ammo to use. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Fire Strike works pretty well against blue dragons. So I guess what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go and get myself some more rune essence, and then after that we'll craft some more strikes, and then we'll just go do the blue dragon task. There's another few pure essence mine, which should definitely be a decent amount of pure essence to use to craft a bunch more runes. but I'm actually going to be doing that in the next episode. Now before I do end this episode, what I would like to do is to have a bit of fun after doing all of that skilling, and what I would like to do is I would like to try killing some crazy archaeologists. Now I don't really have any prayer potions to use for it, so I'm going to have to depend on my prayer points, which will probably get me at least 1 kill, which I don't mind, to be honest. I don't really care about doing a lot of kills at one trip. As long as I can do 1 kill, it should be fine. Alrighty guys, so let's give this a go, and hopefully I can actually manage to get myself some kills as well as some nice drops. This is going to be the first kill. Let's see what we get. 10 red dragonites, not too bad. Kill number 2 coming up. Let's see what we get. No way. 2 rune crossbows and kill count number 2, as well as a hard clue scroll. That is awesome. I'll be honest guys, I wasn't really expecting to get myself any good drops for quite some kills, but I managed to get lucky enough and got myself the rune crossbow drops, which is really nice. Now I know I can't really use this yet, but it's still nice to have them earlier on. Now the thing about killing more crazy archaeologists is that the most efficient way to kill him is going to be with the Ironman blast, because I just tried killing him with the fire bolts. It was really weak and it took me forever to kill this, and I used up a bunch of food. Now I actually completely ran out of death runes because all I had was about 31 death runes. So what I'm going to need to do right now is I'm going to go and kill some more Ankus to get those. Now I believe they're going to be one of the best monsters to kill to actually get them. So hopefully it actually doesn't take me too many kills to do it, because I need a roughly about like 30 to 35 death runes to be able to kill 1 crazy archaeologist. Now I'm actually going to be aiming to do about maybe like 5-6 kills for this video. I know it's not going to be too much crazy archaeologist kills, but it's just going to take me too long to get those death runes, so about 3 more kills should be pretty nice. So I'll see you guys once I get myself some death runes. After killing a bunch of Ankus, I ended up with a nice amount of runes, got myself a bunch of law runes, a decent amount of death runes. There should probably be about like 3 to 4 kills in these runes. Also got myself a ton of blood runes and a nice amount of pure essence. Alright, let's go kill some more crazy archaeologists. Kill number 3, let's see what we get. Rusty sword. For kill number 4, I got myself 40 silver ore, not too bad. For my 5th and final kill, I got myself a rusty sword drop, and that's pretty much going to be the last kill that I'm going to be doing. Sorry there wasn't that many kills, only managed to do about 5 kills, but that's pretty much all the kills that I can do for now. Like I mentioned, death runes are pretty hard for me to come by, as well as my Ironman staff completely ran out of charges. And so I'm not really going to be go back to charge it just for another like 120 or something charges. It's just not worth it. I'm going to wait till the point that I get myself another 200k, and then I'm just going to go and upgrade it to I think like 2,500 charges or something like that, which will be pretty nice. Alright, well I think that's everything that I wanted to do in this episode. Huge thanks for watching guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the episodes, and I'll be seeing you guys in episode number 5.